Why did I laugh? Please someone tell me, why did I laugh?
Women's that's what they call it.
That was terrible.
Both of us look like actual children that have just come out of the womb.
Why aren't I speaking like properly?
So it's just, I just feel like I don't sound like the same person.
Big up my gal Neve. Love Neve.
It's horrible. They didn't have enough money.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel, and today we are going to be doing something a little bit different.
We are going to be reacting to our first ever podcast.
We wanted to do a react video for a while and we just didn't know what to do. And I don't know why I said it, but I was like, let's react to our first ever podcast.
Back in 2018 when we were young and youthful. Yes, it's horrible. It is a horrible podcast. I remember vaguely what it looked like when we were editing it for the first time.
18-year-old Lauren be really awkward in front of the camera. Is going to be even more awkward for 20-year-old Lauren to watch, but let's just do it anyway.
I'm really not looking forward to this because I know I'm just going to cringe myself out well and truly.
Let's just go straight into it.
Hello everyone and welcome to the Liverpool Ladies podcast. I'm Lauren Black and today I'm joined by Amy Lawrence.
Today I'm joined by Amy Lawrence. Like there wasn't going to be like there was going to be a different guest every week.
We're going to be chatting a little bit about the ladies team. Last season ended a bit badly, if you will.
First off, we go straight into it. It's no like, oh, we're doing this, we might be covering week in, week out. It's like, last season, bang.
25 seconds in, I want an count from both of us.
They lost like a lot of key players to
There's gonna be a lot of
teams, and
names.
you know, they lost their manager. A new manager's coming by the name of Neil Redfern. He's had a very professional career, over 1,000 matches played.
1,000 matches played. Is that a correct start?
He had a manager with Leeds and Rotherham. He moved to Doncaster Bells for his would you say his first proper management team?
Yeah, he was managing Leeds under-18 academy for a while. Did some player managing at Scarborough.
43 seconds and Amy's just saying her first words. It was a long intro from me.
But I would say Bells was his first proper breakthrough.
Yeah, and he didn't do too bad either. They actually won the league.
Yeah, 85% win rate.
Yeah.
For those who care about
Pretty
that
good.
kind of stuff. But yeah.
So it's just, I just feel like I don't sound like the same person. It's just horrendous. Like, it's actually horrendous. I feel violently sick watching this. God. It's that outfit too. I was inside. Why am I wearing a jacket? I'm inside.
Doncaster Bells couldn't get promoted. They didn't have enough money.
They didn't have enough money. Who says that? Who says that when you're trying to be professional?
Yeah, no, they didn't have the financial resources to come up.
Which is probably influenced why so many Bells players have come along with him.
Yeah, a lot of Bells players have signed him.
Yeah, we signed loads of Bells players that summer, didn't we? Like, actually loads though.
Sophie Bradley Auckland has signed, as well as Rhiannon.
Oh, okay.
Also,
Nice little cheeky graphic. Love that.
and Roberts. Also, Leandra Little. We'll go straight to her first. She's probably the most experienced player that he's signed out of everyone, would you say?
Yeah, she was Bells captain last year.
Amy looked thrilled saying that. Yeah, she was Bells captain last year.
Bells captain, so that's led
Nice
us to
input there,
think
Amy.
that she may
The way that's just stopped on her face there, she doesn't look amused at all.
She said, "This is a fantastic move for me, as well as the chance to continue to work alongside Neil quickly." And he has also said about her, Leandra will be a massive influence in the dressing room this season and will create a positive environment on and off the pitch. Now, normally when you hear managers say
hinting a
on
little
and
bit,
off
isn't
the
it?
pitch about a player, they're hinting at, you know, a big role. You know, it's the same with Klopp and Henderson. He's a key influence on and off the pitch. So,
By the way, look at that old Redmen office. If you think about it now, it looks so like open and like just bright, whereas that looks like just like really dark, and like those chairs are really uncomfortable as well.
Yeah, well, Jasmine Matthews played for Bristol City last season.
Yeah.
I think she's got quite a shout for that role.
Yeah.
She was their player of the season last season.
Why did I laugh? Please someone tell me why did I laugh? She also played centre back that season also. Why?
And I think she's a centre back,
Yeah.
quite a leader role already. And although she wasn't the captain there, I think she was considered that in the dressing room. She was
Yeah.
a big part of that, which could influence his decision even more.
Yeah, definitely.
On that
So,
side.
Yeah, so he's got a decision in his hands there, but you could also, you know,
There's,
one of them's captain.
yeah.
You've got the vice captain roll up as well with.
Why aren't I speaking like properly? Like you can't hear what I'm saying.
Looking at this, we look so young. Like, both of us look like actual children that have just come out of the womb. Like, it's just, oh my lord.
Moving on to transfers and replacements, we obviously mentioned Bonner and Caroline Weir have left. Talk about Bonner, obviously captain for us. She was, you know, the backbone of the team for 6 years.
Whoever did the graphic has spelled highs wrong. It's an amazing high. I don't know, it's definitely highs, but they've gone to spell heights.
last player of the season last
Player
year.
of the season last year, yeah.
yeah.
You know, she was everyone's favourite when you thought.
I love how on this graphic it's via Twitter.
So,
She was the glue.
yeah, yeah, it's a good way to do it.
The glue kept them all together.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's a good way to do it.
She was the glue.
With the old man, Scott Rogers, the team didn't really seem to click with him as well.
There was a bit of friction in that,
Yeah,
wasn't there?
exactly. So, you know, a lot of them have left. A lot of them have actually joined Manchester United. So, nice one for that. Thank
Cool.
you.
Little dig there. A lot of them are joined Man United. Nice one.
Little dig there.
Caroline Weir also left. She was arguably our best player. So it was sad to see her go. She's
via
also moved to
Twitter
City
on
as
this
well.
one. Who knows
Probably
where
fell
it's
on the same
from?
lines as Bonner has. But we've signed Christy Murray, Scotland international. She's come from Doncaster Bells as well.
Yeah.
8 goals last season, so she could be a nice little replacement
She's
for
also,
Weir.
well, for those that care about squad numbers, she's already...
Why do I keep saying for those who care? Just say it. It's like, for those who care, you're watching this video. For those who care.
been given the number 10, which was Weir's shirt last season, which could give you a bit of insight into what Rogers is thinking
Yeah, exactly.
as a formal replacement for her.
Yeah, but we've signed a number of attackers as well that could sort of fill in that role. Sweetman Kirk's come from Everton. She's took the number 9 shirt for anyone who cares.
Yeah, I've seen her play. Went and saw some of the Everton games last season, and she plays as that proper number 9 up top, receiving balls and all that. Which it's hard to change players. We've been doing that for a long time.
Yeah, exactly.
So it would seem that she'd be up there.
But that also could mean a bit of competition for Jessica Clark, who was mainly.
Can I just say, so we came up with the idea of this in like May, and I think we must have filmed it like July sometime, June, July. And we were aware of like women's football, obviously we both played, and then like we were fans. I was certainly a fan anyway, but I'd never actually been to a women's match, a Liverpool women's match anyway. But like knew of the team, so a lot of research was put into this, but you can tell that like we're still a bit new, like we're very brand new to this, and like obviously being put in front of a camera for the first time, and like I think Paul was the mixer, so like the being put in front of the boss as well was like, you know, if this show was terrible, like absolutely terrible, you know, he would have said, oh, we'll do it again, or like, no, maybe we shouldn't do this, blah blah blah. But obviously, you know, it went out to the world and we're still here, so like we must have been doing something right. But yeah, like you can just tell how like nervous we are, and how like we're very much not reading off a script, but like we've very much got everything written down on a piece of paper just in case we do forget one little thing. Whereas now we can just sit there and like without any notes and speak in front of the camera, which is like, obviously I'm doing it now, which is like still a bit weird sometimes, but like you can just see the difference, like in us, like as people. You've just seen us like grow on like camera for like 2 years, which is mad. Like I feel like we look completely different as well. Like Amy definitely looks completely different. Like it's just so weird, like watching it back, and this is like apart from when it first got released, I think I watched it like once or twice when it first went out, but then this is like this is the first time I've watched it back since, at least for like a year or 2 years, like, because I just can't bring myself to do it, because I know how like awkward and cringy it is.
I feel like Lauren speaks really well in this video, and I'm just like the annoying person that just puts in the 2 pence each time, like, oh, didn't really help, did it? Or, oh, in case you want to know.
Saying she plays on the wing as well, we've lost Bethany England, who was our top scorer for last.
Look at that midfield there. Well, Bethany England's a forward, pretty much outright striker now for Chelsea, but Katie Zellin, Bethany England, Caroline Weir, Longhurst and Sophie Ingle, like, that midfield is amazing. Like, if you put all of those players, you put those 4, Zellin, Weir, Longhurst, Ingle as your midfield with Bethany England playing up front, like, imagine goals scored there, it'd just be amazing.
Season, 18 goals and 20 appearances, that's all competitions. She played on the wing, she left wing mainly, so she could be an ideal replacement for her as well, going on to left wing. But there's also Niamh Fahey, who's an Irish international. She's
big up my girl Niamh, love Niamh.
Down from Bordeaux, but she used to play for Arsenal and Chelsea. Won the FA Cup 4 times, won the league 4 times, so again another experienced player.
Knows the winning mentality type thing.
Exactly, yeah. So, you know, she could be, you know, ideal replacement for England, and she can also play in defence as well.
It's so slow. It's like
We lost a lot of defenders, didn't we? You know, Alex Greenwood.
Oh my god, throwback to Alex Greenwood. What a legend.
She was our number 1 left back. She's
Man
gone.
United.
Yeah, Amy Turner, she's gone. Man United. Lucy Roberts, Martha Harris, Hartley, they've all gone to Man United.
Although they didn't feature a lot, they still made up the squad depth in a way. And now,
so that
if people get injured in that.
Talking about new teams, there's new teams coming into the top tier in Brighton and West Ham. Brighton have come up from League 2. They finished 10 points behind Doncaster Bells, so
it's quite close.
Not too bad. To
be fair to us, the more we got into this video, I feel like we were a little bit more like articulate with what we were saying. Like, it's still horrendous to watch, and I'm not even halfway through yet, and I genuinely feel quite ill. Oh, there we go, proof. I genuinely feel quite ill. But we are getting better. It's not just like, it's like, it's like we're conversing. I've only just noticed that this is the old Red Men set. Like, I completely didn't even visualise that. I can't believe it used to look like that. That's crazy. Wow, so used to the new one now.
West Ham have made quite a few good signings, to be honest. Looking at it, you know, they've got Claire Rafferty, they've got Brianna Visali. She's come from Chicago Red Stars. She had 14 goals and 6 assists last season, which is a good return. There's also Jill Flaherty. She's come from Chelsea Ladies as well.
To be honest, still to this day, I don't know how to pronounce Jill Flaherty. My point exactly.
I don't know, but they are at Chelsea, were they stars? Like, were they?
Well,
it was Kirby that was talked about
Kirby's
a lot, wasn't she?
the main one there. That Claire Rafferty was a star. I mean, I'm not sure how old she is. Plays left back or left wing. So maybe she's getting on a bit.
Yeah,
she's decided
it'll be interesting to see how she, if she's a first team starter all the time.
Well,
if they build the squad around her type thing, and they've said to her, look, we're going to build it around you. You're going to be the star or whatever. type thing. Whereas at Chelsea, you've got loads of different players that are all doing really well at the moment.
The team over there is mainly built around Frank Kirby, isn't it? She's
class.
She's the Messi of the women's league. That's what they call her.
Women's league. That's what they call her. She's got hair like
That was terrible.
That's a good point, actually. Yeah.
That was terrible.
Yeah.
That's what they call her. She's got hair like him as well, to be fair. But
That's a good point, actually.
Yeah.
I can't tell if that hair comment's a compliment or not. Or if it's a bit harsh. I don't even know.
City have come up mainly due to, the money they've got.
And Nikita Paris, absolute
They've got
class
a lot of
player. They've got a lot of players who can influence game big time. Like.
Yeah.
It's like we've just picked like a 1-star player from each team. So we've gone to Chelsea, we've got Frank Kirby, and then we've gone to City and gone, Nikita Paris. So it's just we've just picked 1-star player. Like that Chelsea's got probably had like loads and loads of key players. Same with like City, like all England internationals and like just internationals in general. And we've just gone, Frank Kirby and Nikita Paris. Like pick like the 2-star players.
But in terms of like expectations for us,
now this is going to be interesting. I can't even remember what we said. Imagine if we'd have been like, we're going to be top of the table.
we won't be challenging for titles. That's not. I wouldn't expect us to go straight in.
It is basically a new team if you think about it.
It's a whole new squad. Yeah.
Everyone's gone. Loads of people have come in, and you can't expect them straight away. Click in, work all as a team.
Yeah, exactly.
From the get go.
You can see that we've relaxed a little bit. Like 17 minutes in, we're both like leaning back in the chair a little bit. Like we're just talking. It looks like we're just talking amongst ourselves. But then there's that little bit of nervousness. Like I'm like this. Like don't move anymore. Like. You can see that as it's the podcast has like progressed, like we've got a little bit more comfortable, like in front of camera, and with each other as well. Like people forget, me and Amy only met in like the April. I joined Red in the January, Amy joined in the April, so like we'd only known each other for like maybe 2 months at this rate, not really spoken that much, and then to like go and do a podcast with someone about like women's football that like at the time didn't have a lot of there wasn't a lot of stuff out there. Like if you probably compare it like this one to like one of the last ones we did in the office, like in like that environment, not over like Zoom or anything, like you'll see a complete difference in us, and you all know like how good friends we are now and stuff like that, like obviously. But yeah, just looking at us there, like absolute baby face, like didn't know what we were doing. It's just so weird.
You know, with the new manager, it takes time for the team to gel. It takes time to get used to his style of play. I mean, we don't know how different it's going to be from what Rodgers was doing, but a whole new squad. It's just going to make it difficult.
I think it will take time, but it's positive.
The
future is positive.
Definitely.
The issue I have with this video is there's just such a lack of banter. Like, I think we've laughed about 3 times, and usually now when we film we laugh 3 times in the first 3 minutes. I think that's what it missed, and I think it's understandable, obviously it being our first video, but that is something that I think this video, when we first started out, it lacked massively.
I'm gonna say, I want to say top 4, I really do.
I know what you mean.
But then in the back of my head, I'm like, don't say top 4 because
you've got Arsenal chat that they're doing really.
Redden.
Jordan Nobbs on Arsenal is ridiculous.
Yeah, we've got
Redden.
They were the top 4 last season.
They were.
City, Chelsea, City, Arsenal, Redden. They were in it.
Yeah.
So trying to compete.
And they were all
with
pretty
them.
close together. I think the top 4 were separated by must have been 10 points.
I think the top 2 was like 6 points. But yeah, I really want to say top 4 for us, but I don't know. I just don't know.
I don't want to say it in case I'm completely wrong.
Yeah.
If we only knew how far away from top 4 we were going to be. We were so naive. It's brilliant.
To be optimistic, I'll say 4th.
Yeah, 4th or 5th. I'd be happy with a 4th or 5th, to be fair.
And just even if it's just, well, we finish 5th next season. finish 4th the season after.
Just like
just keep working our way up.
Make a step
in
each
what, like
season.
8 years' time, we'll be winning the league again. It sounds. We'll be
let's
alright.
hope so.
Where they play, where they train is just
On matches,
next
they have
level.
the flag still as well.
They have
little kids
go
waving
all
them.
out for Monty. We could do that. We'll do it next season. We'll bring our own
We'll be
flags.
there with our banners.
Just us two, like waving them about. Be fine. We'll become like the main.
We'll be
supporters. We'll be known across the whole country.
People come up to us
Yeah.
and be like,
Pictures and
keep
everything.
doing what you're doing.
Yeah. We'll have little pictures of the little kids, like a mascot. We'll come as Mighty Red, like they do at Anfield. They have Mighty Red on the side, who leads like the mascots out. That'll be us.
No, that's just wrong. That is just not okay. We want to become flag bearers. What is wrong with us?
Okay.
To be honest with you, the amount of conversations we've had being like, oh, how cool would it be to be Mighty Red, even since this video. So I'm not surprised that we did end up having a conversation about that, to be honest. I still would be Mighty Red now if I had the opportunity. I'm not even going to joke about it.
But 4 signings on Saturday. Imagine Liverpool doing that. First team. Imagine it like Shaqiri,
Everyone would
Fekir,
lose their heads.
Alisson.
Oh my god, she's just said the Fekir word. Can you cope? No!
And like someone else was all announced on the
Messi.
same day. Just like dead cash. Like, here you go, here's another one. No, you
It
have to-
was like oddly quite casual.
Yeah, there's like, here's the next one, and the next one, and the next one. It's just like, okay. I was very
I wasn't
shocked.
complaining.
No, I mean, we needed more players and we got them, so.
And they all looked proper chuffed.
Yeah.
They were there like smiling with their shirts.
Yeah.
Chuffed is such a Yorkshire word. I can't believe I threw that into this podcast.
And I was like, oh,
I think
go on.
that's what makes me, that's what makes me excited. None of them have come just to, sign for another team. A lot of them have moved up a tier from Bells and places like that. Everton, yeah. They have moved up a tier. So.
I just completely didn't realise that was a little bit of a dig there. Nice.
New signings are coming in. They've got to step up.
Yeah.
Clark last season did very well as number 9, but
stepped up.
she's gonna be thinking, there's another number 9 coming in. Daniels is coming.
Yeah.
Everything like that. So she's gonna be thinking, where's my position?
Yeah.
So hopefully, what you would have thought, I know if it was me, I'd be pushed so much harder to try and get that, try and cement my
Be like,
spot.
this is I'm the number 9. I want to be the one that's scoring the goals for us.
I feel like we're actually talking a bit of sense here. Like we're actually making sense.
But yeah,
For sure.
this has been fun.
Let's see our outro. This is, I hate doing outros now. You'll see some of the videos, like even recently, I don't know what to say half the time. So let's see how I ended this one.
It has.
We were very nervous beforehand, but
We were so nervous. It was a joke. I was sweating. It was disgusting.
I think we've had a good discussion there.
Covered some key points.
Exactly. Thanks for tuning in and
The most awkward thing. Thanks for joining us. Like the awkward swivel there from me. They didn't know what to say at all.
Borgia
The way we just turned around then. Oh, it's so disgusting.
and listening to us. Hope we haven't bored you and you actually like this podcast.
And we're not just sat here
Yeah,
randomly.
it's not just us two. It won't be us two just going home and listening to ourselves. Someone else will actually be watching it. Yeah, so make sure to check out Redmen and hopefully we'll see you soon.
We will.
The way that she was like, oh, well, hopefully see you soon. It's so awkward. Oh my god.
Oh god. Well, to be honest, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be.
Thank gosh that is over. Yeah. I mean, if I'm being brutally honest, the start was horrible, but then the more you end up watching it, the better it gets.
I definitely thought we were going to be a lot more awkward. I mean, we definitely were awkward at most of that, but like you can see how nervous we were from the start, and like as it progressed, we got a little bit more comfortable in front of the camera and comfortable talking about certain topics with each other. But I definitely won't be watching that again anytime soon.
We definitely could have been a bit more creative and just a bit more enthusiastic, because a lot of the time it was just sat there like this. reading off facts and figures, but I think if you're starting out, you're not gonna be 100% confident with it at the start, and we were so nervous building up to it.
Yeah, so, and that was, I think it was called the Liverpool Ladies Video Podcast, episode 1, so like, it's now, obviously the channel is RMTV Women's Podcast. It was originally Liverpool Ladies Podcast, then obviously Liverpool changed the name to Liverpool Women, so then we moved it to Liverpool Women's Podcast, and then now it's RMTV Women's Podcast, so it's a bit more generic and it's just based around Liverpool in general. We can talk about other women's football subjects, but yeah, like, we didn't even know how to edit properly at this point. Like, we didn't know how to upload to the website. As you can see, like, Sai uploaded it.
But yeah, it's weird to kind of watch that back and see how much we've changed. Even like facially, I think we both look really different. Like, that was nearly 3 years ago now, so oh my gosh, makes you feel a lot old. I feel like we do look really, really young in that. But yeah, that was really weird. I don't think I enjoyed it at all.
We're just so young and like those absolute babies.
I hope you all enjoyed seeing it. That's never been published on YouTube before, that video. It's only on the RMTV website behind the wall, because we used to have all our videos behind it.
But like, there's 2 comments on here, and they're both like really nice feedback as well, which is like, us at the time was like amazing to see, because we did get a few people who were a bit like, oh, we don't care about this, or even Liverpool Women's fans were like, oh, they didn't sound too knowledgeable and stuff like that, and like we hold our hands up and say like, we weren't the most knowledgeable at that time, but like, we wanted to make something that wasn't out there yet.
When you watch yourself back and you just think some of the things that you say, it's like, oh man, what did you say that for? Like, what's the point? But it's over with. It's for viewing purposes, it's for content purposes.
It's nice to go back down memory lane a little bit, but I definitely won't be watching that again anytime soon. It's absolutely necessary. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed watching us squirm over our old videos.
Yeah, little bit of a content release for you there. We hope you like this video. Make sure to check out all the videos that have gone out over our channel recently. We've done quite a lot with it being quarantine, as we've had more time to film, and obviously we want to provide more things for everyone else to watch. So hopefully you enjoyed this video.
Hopefully in, like a year or 2 years time, we'll be reacting to more old videos. So if you want us to do it, over the next couple of weeks, if there's any in particular that like you know of that you want us to react to, or anything you just want us to react to in general, it doesn't have to be our old stuff, then let us know in the comments below. But yeah, thank you so much for watching.
We'll be back soon with probably a discussion corner or a new podcast. Either way, we will be on your computer, laptop, screen, mobile device, any of the above.
And we'll see you all very soon with a new video. Ta-ra!